Hey church family, this is Reagan. I know since last week y'all been hearing a lot about the damage done here to the church by these two little rips. If you can see that, these are the two pipes that broke in this men's restroom, one under the sink and one by the other fixtures that I don't want to put on the internet. I want you to see kind of where things are at. One of the things I'm hearing is some people are calling me and saying, I hear we're not having church, and others are saying, are we having church? So the answer is, we are going to have church. We're not going to be able to use this hall either on the first floor or the second floor, but just wanted to take a minute and show you some of the damage so that you can understand what we're dealing with and how it is that we're going to be able to have church. So if you see, if you notice, you can see that about 2 feet of sheetrock has been cut out. That's here in the men's room. They've cut out more into the sink where the pipe was broken. As we look down the hall here, you can see that the halls are also cut out. They cut out the 2 feet here in the ladies' restroom. These little green flat things you see on the floor are fans. We had to turn them off so you could hear us, but those are the fans that are helping blow the water out. We have 1, 2, 3. This is a fourth dehumidifier. We've got 4 dehumidifiers up here on the second floor. I want to bring you down here and let you see some of the classrooms. This is where our water fountain is, so if you've been up in our children's wing, you kind of know where we're at. So you can see here that all the walls, exterior and interior, have had about 2 feet removed in all of the classrooms. I want to take you the other one. This is the stairwell that goes down towards the back door, so I want to try to help orient you. But as you look, we're going to take you down to the other end of the hall and kind of show you what's happened down at this end. And Susanna is running the camera for me, so I really appreciate her help. And I want you to know that in the midst of this, it's been incredible how many people have dropped what they're doing at a moment's notice to come up and help. The Wednesday night that I got a call from Martin saying the building had a leak, I sent a text, and then we called the chairman and vice chairman and deacons to ask for help. And we had at least 17 people show up with shop vacs and wet vacs to try to help us get water extracted. We were truly blessed. God showed up. We called ServPro, called our insurance company that night, and the next morning ServPro came in and started extracting water and removing all the wet stuff and drying everything out. So you can see more of the classrooms. That's our older children's classroom. This is 208, where we do a lot of our large group things with our children's ministry. And then as we turn the hall, this is the room that the middle school boys have been meeting in. And you can see this is where the water damage stopped. It didn't go all the way in the room, but it did catch the walls, and they used moisture meter. This is the hallway that starts down towards where the youth classrooms have been. And what we did was we pulled all the children's furniture out of the children's rooms and moved them over to the rooms over here on the hallway that the youth were using, and it's allowed us to continue having Mother's Day out meet. I'm going to take you a little bit further down here because I want to show you the room where we called our supply room, our resource room, and this room also was damaged. And so again, the Wednesday night that this happened, we had a group of people show up. On Friday, another group showed up and helped move furniture. And then this week, we had to clear out the first floor. So we're going to stop videotaping for just a second and go downstairs and let you see what it looks like down there. Okay, so now we're down on the first floor. We're in the back of the church at the bottom of the stairwell we just talked about. Coming in the back door, you begin to see down the hall. Here all the work that's cut out. So that side is outside of the worship center. I'm standing in the doorway to room 100. Let's bring in here a little bit. Back here is a closet that our Tax and Love ministry uses. And you can see the back wall and the ceiling got pulled out. And so that's kind of what that looks like. Here we are in room 100. At this time, the back wall and the ceiling in here has been removed. The guys are still working down here. So it's a little bit noisy. Hopefully you can hear me. I'll try to make sure I speak loud. But as we continue down the hall, you can see that unfortunately men's and ladies' restrooms down here took most of the brunt of the water damage because obviously it was running downhill, and that's the ladies' restroom you just saw. You continue. This is the men's restroom. There's no light on in there, but the ceiling and the wall have been removed, and they're trying to get water in there. So if you look up here, this is where we took out one of the light fixtures, so you can see just how much moisture was running through the ceiling down onto the floor. And we've opened up the walls so that they can dry out, and we can hopefully put these back together. This is the what used to be the janitor's closet in the front of the building, and you can see it's being gutted. This is our financial office. They are going to be pulling out the sheetrock. They're starting on the sides. They're going to have to take out the back wall, the ceiling in here as well. Now we're in the main foyer. You can see the ceiling has been removed and about 4 feet of wall here. And then as we continue, this is our front office, Dan's office, and the ceiling and the walls are going to be opened up here. The back wall, even back there where the cabinet was at. Our foyer is going to end up being gutted. We have water running down through the foyer as well. So at this point, this is kind of where the damage stops. We had a little bit in that classroom, but I think it's going to be okay. We had to pull out a little bit of carpet down that hallway. Here's what I really want you to see, church fan. Oh, one more thing on this side of the hall. So when we go in the side doors to the auditorium, right now it looks like it normally does, but there is going to have to be, the ceilings will have to be removed in here, but they're not going to have to tear open the walls at this point. But here's what I really wanted you to see to answer the question of how are we going to be able to worship here at the church. So you can see the lights are on, we have no ceiling, we have no carpet, but in the auditorium, we do have the opportunity to open up our auditorium and have worship here. So take a look around for a second. As you can see, the water got up under where the orchestra staging was at, and we had to pull the staging out in order to let the carpet underneath dry, and then we were able to extract most of the rest of the water. If you look over here, you can see that the seams have started opening up, and so the way I understand it, we are going to end up having to replace carpet in here because the seams have separated, but we're not going to have to strip out all the drywall. So church family, before Sunday, we'll have cleaned up this part of the auditorium, and we'll be able to set up our seating in here. Obviously, we won't be able to use the alcove over here on this one side, but we're excited to have you worship together as a church family. Our preschool classrooms are unaffected, our adult classrooms are unaffected, and so I believe that Lakeshore is going to be stronger as we work through this together. I'm so proud and so thankful of all the people that just came at a moment's notice to help get water out of the carpet, to move furniture, to just do so much, and it's been such a blessing. So I look forward to seeing you Sunday morning, and I hope you'll have the opportunity to be here. Hope you have a great day, and I hope this answers some of your questions. Thanks very much. Have a great day.